you what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Leslie. You're down in my kitchen, down on the farm, and I couldn't be happier to have you here. If you're new here, I'd love for you to hit subscribe, hit that bell notification, and be sure to give me a thumbs up and a comment. So let me just tell you, normally I am doing cooking videos, and that's what today is, but it's a lifestyle channel, so you'll see all kinds of things right here. So before we get started, I just wanted to share with everyone, thank you for all of those of you who showed me such grace and tolerance as we just made videos to get us through this hard time that we have faced recently. I've done a little bit of cooking and a lot of other videos, and you guys have been so supportive, and I just wanted to share with you, thank you so much for all the kind words and the grace shown to me during this time. So we're gonna do a cooking video today, and I am super excited about it. I hope you enjoyed the maple creamer yesterday. It was so good. So good. I mean, like, I literally could have drank just the creamer. Okay, so I'm going to get everything we need. We're going to start out making the whipped cream because I'm going to make it and get it in the refrigerator. And so we'll be back. I'm going to do that first. We'll be right back. So for the whipped cream, I am making this a maple whipped cream. But if you don't like the flavor maple, then just use the heavy cream and some powdered sugar. And maybe a little vanilla. But today we're going to make a maple whipped cream because that's what this recipe calls for. And so we're going to get started. I've had my bowl here in the refrigerator getting chilled a little bit. If I'd have thought, I'd have had it in the freezer and done it for a lot longer. But we're just going to make a little bit of whipped cream. So I'm going to go in with a cup of heavy cream. Just a cup. I'll scrape that out in just a second. And we're going to go in with 2 generous tablespoons. I'll do a little spillage of maple syrup. Good maple syrup. All right, let's see if we can get out any more of this heavy cream. Heavy cream is thick, and so it likes to hang around in your container. So we're getting out a little more. All right, so we're gonna just turn this on. I'm gonna turn it on slowly to start with. Okay, everyone, here is our whipped cream. Let me get a spoon and I'll give it a quick taste. Delicious, absolutely delicious. Okay, I'm gonna stick this in the refrigerator while we're making, the recipe calls them pumpkin fritters. They look more like a pumpkin patty cake or, I don't know what to call it, but anyway, it's not like an apple fritter per se, but I'm gonna get everything we need and we're gonna get that made and I'll be right back. So let me go through and give you the ingredients you're going to need. You're going to need 1 egg. You're going to need a 15-ounce can of pumpkin. Do not get pumpkin pie filling. Get pure pumpkin, the 15-ounce can. You're going to need a total of 3 tablespoons of sugar, but you're going to put 2 in one area and 1 tablespoon in another. You're going to need a teaspoon of baking powder. You're going to need a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. You're going to need some butter and some vegetable oil. So let's go ahead and get our cinnamon sugar. So in your container that has 2 tablespoons of sugar, you're going to add your half a teaspoon of cinnamon, mix that together, and then just set it aside. So you're basically going to just make a cinnamon sugar. You can actually buy cinnamon sugar already in a spice jar at, I think any grocery store has it. So if you don't want to put it together like this, but I make it so often it's no problem. But if you wanted ease, you can definitely buy cinnamon sugar already made for you. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. I'm going to grab a bowl and we're going to put together our pumpkin filling. I did forget one ingredient. You're going to need a cup of all-purpose flour, and we're actually going to start with that. So we're going to pour our cup of all-purpose flour right there, and in there I'm going to mix in the teaspoon of baking powder. Oh, and you're also going to need a little sprinkle of salt. There went 1 tablespoon of sugar and a little sprinkle of salt. All right. So let me go through this again. Grab you a piece of paper just in case the recipe didn't make it in the description. A cup of all-purpose flour, a pinch of salt, a tablespoon of sugar goes in here, and a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, so let's go ahead and add in our pumpkin. All right, and this is going to make kind of a dough. All right, and so I want to crack my egg, and I'm just going to crack it in my pumpkin bowl. That'll actually clean out any excess pumpkin in there. I'm just going to give it a little whirl in there and clean out any excess pumpkin I missed. All right, and we're just going to give this a stir and bring it all together as a dough. I may need a different, I thought I might need that whisk, but it's going to get fairly thick, like a dough. It'll be a wet dough. And you really just want to get it mixed together real well. All right, I'm going to grab my frying pan. I'm going to grab my oil and my butter, and I'll meet you guys over at the stove. All right, everyone, we're going to get our burner on here. I've got a frying pan. We're going in with about 2 tablespoons of oil, any kind of flavorless oil that you like. I would not use olive oil because there is a flavor there, but that could be vegetable oil or avocado oil, whatever. Coconut oil would actually be okay. And I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, so 2 tablespoons of each. And you may ask, why are we mixing the oils? Well, you want the butter for flavor, but butter burns real easily. So you add the vegetable oil to give it a higher smoke point, and you don't want it to burn. So we're going to melt these two. I've got my pumpkin batter right here. I've got a plate ready. Now, like I said, they call these fritters, but, and I guess they technically are. I think of apple fritters that are kind of crunchy. And these are more of like a pancake type, what I call patty cakes, like squash patty cakes or something like that. But, I guess fritter is actually the right term. I just use it differently. So we're just going to get that going. That butter is going to give it such a rich, delicious flavor. Caroline's here. She's going to be my taste tester this morning. We have a fun, not really a fun day, but yeah, I guess we do have a fun day. We're gonna do some stuff, just she and I. And Judah gets out of school early today, so we gotta get an early start. So we're making this recipe early. All right, it's bubbling a little bit, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and put one in. And you're just gonna take a spoonful, and then we can flatten it out with the spatula. Okay, it's not quite hot enough. I always do a test one. It's not quite hot enough yet. It's starting to sizzle. I'm going to go ahead. There we go. There's a little sizzle there. All right, and I'll go back and flatten them out in just a second. I'll slide that one over. We're going to go about 4 minutes on each side. All right, now let's pat them down a little bit. Okay, I'll see you back when it's time to flip them. Okay, everybody, we are going to flip them now. And I always like to take kind of 2 spatulas or 2 utensils to flip. Oh, they're nice and golden brown. And now's where we can kind of patty them out a little bit. Oh my goodness. That's really wet on the other side, so you can see it's leaving, but that's okay because it's going to cook over there now. Oh my goodness, these look good. It's kind of like a potato cake. Very much like a potato cake. All right, now I'm doing the flattening out. Because we want them to cook. We don't want any of that batter, wet batter. We want it to be a good, nice, bready type dough. We're going to fry 4 minutes on this side now, and then we'll be ready to take them out. Put them on our paper towel lined plate over there. And then we'll be ready for Caroline to taste them and see what she thinks. All right, here they are. And we're going to take our cinnamon sugar mixture. And we're going to give it a nice, generous sprinkling. And I think I'm going to sprinkle both sides. I got the other side much darker than the top. So this is very much like the consistency of a potato cake. let me serve one up to Caroline and we'll see what she thinks. Okay, everyone, here it is with the maple whipped cream. Caroline is on her way in here. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is morning time here. While we're making these
I must look a little rough.
pumpkin. No, I was just saying why I said good morning.
Oh.
Get you some whipped cream on there.
That's really good. I don't even like pumpkin stuff, but that's
Yeah.
good.
I'm not a pumpkin fan either, so
It's like it's almost like a thick pancake.
a thick pancake, like a pumpkin pancake. Let me grab a fork. We'll give it a try.
French toast. Pumpkin French toast. I don't know. It's so good. What is it? A fritter? Is that what you called it?
Pumpkin fritter. This recipe comes from my friends, the Millers, who they have a background in the Amish heritage. And so I think this is an Amish recipe, and it's a good one. Does it need more sweetener?
Mm-mm.
Nope. It's good, isn't it? I'm going to take one more bite. And the maple whipped cream. Oh my, y'all know me and maple. All right, well, we've got to head to town, but let me call Bryant and see if he's anywhere close by, so he can give it a try before we head out. So let me call and see if I can get him. So Bryant and Daniel are pulling in, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of fix them up one on a plate, and we'll see what the men folks think. I'm going to sprinkle a little more cinnamon sugar on that one. And we got to get them that maple whipped cream. Oh my goodness. That is unbelievably good. And I wouldn't go stingy on the maple. In fact, I would do the spillage over like I did. So, hang on. Okay, well, Daniel hadn't come in yet, but Bryant's in here.
I'm here. We've been getting hay equipment ready to mow hay. I got 2 more fields to mow, and that will be it for the final fall cutting. So,
Till next year,
right, here
till
we go.
next spring.
Look at that. What is this called, babe?
It's like a pumpkin fritter is what they call it. It's
Pumpkin
like
fritter.
a pumpkin pancake or like a potato cake, but with pumpkin.
Right, here we go. What's it going to taste like?
Heaven.
Oh, really good. I've never had anything quite like it. It's like a pumpkin potato patty, kind of.
Yeah, Caroline even said this would make a great Thanksgiving or Christmas morning breakfast.
The whipped cream is scrumptious.
Scrumptious.
I could eat the whipped cream just by itself. Right, it's really good. Ah, great flavor. Really good. It's kind of like French toast, yes. Yeah, really
It's
good.
really good.
Really good. For all of you pumpkin people, you would love this.
Yep. All right. Well, there you have it. I guess we'll just take Daniel his and let him try it. And I'll see you guys next time on The Farming Pastor's Wife. Again, thank you so much for your grace, your mercy. And don't forget to go over to, if you have Facebook, if you don't worry about it. But if you have Facebook, go over to The Farming Pastor's Wife Facebook. Like, follow, and all that good stuff. I'm going to get much better about posting on there as well. So, and we'll do separate videos over there as well occasionally. So, be sure to go over there and check us out. Thank you so much for joining. Again, as I remembered as I was saying, thank you for all the grace you've shown me through this difficult time. And we're getting back to our normal. She's going to finish off Brian's. It was really good. So, all right, we will see you next time. Hey, be sure to go over to the Farming Pastor's Daughter and like her page as well, her YouTube channel as well. So
We're not as good as you.
They
keep
post
the schedule, but
they're not on any set schedule, so you'll get a hit and miss video over there. But it's fun because you get to see those cute 2 little blonde-headed little boys that I just love more than anything. So Thank you guys for watching, and we'll sign out with her sign off today. Remember that Jesus loves you,
And so do we.
Bye, y'all.